Good morning, Mr. Long.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Morning.
I need to do a quick favor.
Say again?
I need to do me a quick favor.
What's that?
Come around the back to see if you can unlock that door.
Unlock it.
Yeah, it's, I don't know why it's not. If you get locked out, I'll get it open. That works. That's not what it is.
Mr. Long, do you have a driver's license, registration, and insurance?
Yes, I do.
Get those documents out, except for the driver's license. I'm gonna make sure that the driver's license is good here. I need registration and insurance. Get that ready to go, okay?
The only thing about that, I am here to for them tickets. Remember, I had the tickets that was thrown out, but one police didn't come, so you wanted me to come. You gave me my money, but you still have 200 of it because you said you just want me to come show my face with the officer who didn't show up.
And that's not today.
They gave me February the 1st, sir, Your Honor.
I know, unfortunately, it may be February the 1st, but it's not listed as a trial date, so I don't know how that got mixed up. You have, let's see here, 73, 8273. Is that your birthday?
Yes.
No, it's 2/22/75, sir.
2/22/75. Okay. $22.75. We got a problem. All right, we'll figure it out. All right, I have Eric Green. Good morning to you. Good morning. All right, got a call over the radio. For Eric Green, good morning to you, and Coach O. Who is Coach O?
I'm sorry, I'm Anwar Oliver.
Anwar Oliver. What do you coach?
Coach football, sir.
What team?
Just started my own youth organization, the Motown Chargers.
What's up?
Be in the PAL NYFL League, ages 5 to 14.
And is that a paid job or is that a community service job?
Community service.
All right. That's you need a driver's license.
I'm sorry, sir.
You need a driver's license, correct?
Yes, that's why I'm actually here today. Just trying to put some of this stuff behind me, man. It's a lot of my youth catching up with me, and now that I need them, I'm kind of just in a bad spot. I got to get these babies back and forth to practice some days.
Well, now that you learn that you need them, because you always needed them, you just didn't know. And then also you're trying to make sure that some of those young individuals that you're coaching don't make the same mistakes.
Definitely, sir.
All right. Let's get going. Yes, sir. Mr. Perkins, I want to- It's fixed. It's not just pushing that lock. It's not just pushing that lock.
Let me go
It's not
check.
fixed. I just. It's fixed. It's fixed. I'm just telling you. It's not fixed. It's not fixed.
That's what he was telling me. Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. Our court is in session. Please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around, or smoking of any kind, and please be properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, everyone. Let's start with Mr. Andre Green. Are you done, Mr. Barry?
Yes, Your Honor.
What does he want to do?
I'm going to accept the offer, Your Honor.
He wants to accept the offer. Well, again, it befuddles me. He's represented by one of the best lawyers in the city of Detroit, and I guess maybe I'll have any inside information, but it's up to him. This is the city of Detroit versus Andre Stephen Denard Green, case number 19-4707-171. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Green. State your full name, Mr. Green.
Andre Stephen Denard Green.
Your
All
Honor,
right. Go ahead.
Mr. Green would avail himself of the offer. He stands prepared to enter a plea to failure to display.
All right. I guess I don't, it's not for me to understand. If that's what he wants to do, then I'll let him do it. Sir, is that the case? You want to take this deal?
Yes.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hands down. And, sir, do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
I mean, this was the offer right here. It wasn't anything else stated.
Has anybody offered the offer? You understand what the offer is? You understand your options that I gave you, sir?
It was to pay the 40. No, I don't.
All right, let's go over it one more time, sir.
Okay.
I indicated to you that you have one charge of operating while license suspended.
Right.
I can do one of two things. I can accept your plea, take your $240 right now, and you still have to pay the $45 reinstatement fee to get clearances here, or I can set you a trial date on March the 31st, let you pay the $45 up front so you can get clearances here, because I'm imagining that's what you want to do. You want to get a
Right.
driver's license, right?
That's correct.
And you may have to pay that $240 on the back end, but you may not. Officer doesn't show up, you might not. If the officer can't prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, you might be able to keep that $240 in your pocket. But you talk to Mr. Berry, and I will tell everybody in this room and everybody who asks me Mr. Berry is one of the best
Yeah.
attorneys in the city of Detroit and this area.
That's exactly
And he
right.
tells me that after the conversations, you want to give up your $240 right now. What do you want to do, sir? Do you understand what your options are now?
I understand now, yes. And in that breakout session, I was trying to get an understanding of exactly what was going on. Not discrediting Mr. Berry, but it was I just wanted to make sure that I was doing everything correctly. Now, I would like to do the $45 now. I can do that. And
All right. Pay the
and again,
reinstatement.
this is no, not to discredit Mr. Berry at all. And that's just,
I'm sure there's no, offense taken, sir. It's a little bit of lack of, communication. That's all it was. Maybe you didn't understand everything that was fully apprised to you, but no offense taken, I'm sure. Right, Mr. Berry?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
No, we're gonna let you pay the reinstatement fee up front. We're gonna set a trial date for March the 31st, 2022. We will, at 9 a.m., come back then. What I suggest that you do, sir, is you have to come down to the court. This is a special consideration that I give people that come to my court. And I do it for the purposes of, I know that everybody wants to get a driver's license.
Yeah.
And some people will be willing to say some things or plead to some things that might not necessarily be true, just in order to, that's how important that driver's license is for them. I won't let them do that. And I'm not gonna pressure you to do something that you probably were innocent for or you didn't want to do in order to get that driver's license. So this will allow you to get clearances here. You have to tell the lady at the cashier's window or man, if there's the clerk at the cashier's window, that I allowed you to pay the reinstatement fee up front. That will get you clearances. And then you come back on March 31st and we'll see what happens. You could do better, but you can't do any worse. All right?
all right. Thank you very much.
As long as we're clear, it's up to you to take the next step, sir, and come down here with that $45 and pay that reinstatement fee. If you do that, fine. If you don't,
Okay.
that's up to you. We'll be here, God willing, on March the 31st, and we'll be waiting on you.
All right, just to get understand. So with this clearance, then I can go down to Secretary of State, or I still have to wait until the 31st.
No, well, I don't know if you can go down to the Secretary of State because I don't know what your driving record looks like. If you have other infractions and other stuff in other jurisdictions, then you probably have to take care of those first. But with this clearance here, it'll get you clearance for what you have at 36th District Court. And that'll get over to the Secretary of State in about 48 to 72 hours. And then you'll have clearances here. That shouldn't stop you from getting a license this ticket, okay?
Okay, yeah, because this is the last one. I don't have any other infractions anywhere else.
Well, that's between you and the Secretary of State, but you'll certainly get a clearance down here, all right?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, have a great day, sir. See you back on March 31st at 9 a.m.
Nice, 31st, 9 a.m. All right, thank you very much.
All right, good morning, Mr. Garrison, Andre Garrison. So we just had Andre Green, Andre Garrison. Mr. Garrison, I've given you an opportunity to seek either counsel or something you're free to leave if you want to, sir. To seek counsel or something about this ticket that you got here, this case that you got here.
With all due respect, Your Honor.
Is that
Your
Mr.
Honor?
Green?
Anthony Green, yes.
And you represent Mr. Garrison?
I do, Your Honor. I did one of the online appearances, but maybe you don't have it yet.
Well, that's good. You're here now.
Yeah, good.
So,
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, let's go. All right. All right, so your client has a number of civil infractions. And I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two of which are new. Now, I have no problem setting that aside. 3 of which are pretty old, 2016. And I will reduce the cost of those civil infractions by getting them back to the original cost of the ticket by waiving the late fee and the reinstatement fee.
That's
So
very generous, Your Honor.
let's call the cases. This is the city of Detroit versus Andre James Garrison, case number SP 116952, counts 1, 2, and 3. Let's also call Z8 073051. Now, I should ask you, Counselor, are you here on just the Z ticket, the high VAC ticket, or are you gonna represent all of them? I should have asked that before I started.
Yeah, I represent them on all of them, Your Honor.
Very good. All right, we'll also call case numbers SP 754444, counts 1, 2, and 3. Can you put your appearance on the record, Counselor?
Yeah, Attorney Anthony Green, P47715,
All right, so.
appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Okay, good morning to you. Good morning to your client, Mr. Garrison.
Good morning,
We
Your
have
Honor.
a pre-trial set for December 20th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
Yes.
I believe that I gave him that opportunity at that time, maybe to retain a lawyer, whatever the case may be. He's come in with a lawyer today. What would your client like to do, Mr. Green?
Your Honor, well, he can. I'm a bit at a disadvantage because I didn't see the entire record, but what we'd like to do, Your Honor, is have those tickets, the older tickets. If there's no, we would ask that those be dismissed on the basis that they're very old and they're probably just digital unless the court can find the actual ticket.
Well, the older tickets are civil infractions
Oh, okay.
that have been in default a long time ago. And what I generally with those tickets are get him back to the original cost of the ticket. You can discuss with the city attorney and offer that may encompass the fact that he's gonna have to pay those old tickets. I will set aside the defaults in the newer civil infractions so he can be heard on those.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The overriding thing that he's got going on is this IVAC case. What I will do is I understand and recognize the fact that you just got retained on this because this is the first time I've seen it. And we give you time, more time to get these things situated, whether it be getting discovery or whatever you have to do to put yourself on a level playing field, or, well, I don't know if you can probably ever get on a level playing field, so to speak. But at least put yourself in the position to help your client and defend your client with this case, all right?
Yeah, I would love an opportunity to do some preliminary investigation and maybe talk to the prosecutor and get a better handle on these.
Yeah, we're not gonna allow you, I wouldn't expect you to come in a day of. And despite the fact that I've given probably Mr. Garrison a couple of times, I still wouldn't expect you to come in the day of and not have an opportunity to review it. So I'm gonna set this for a pretrial date of March the 31st, 2022. Is that enough time, Counselor?
That is enough time, Your Honor. March 1st, 2022 at 9 o'clock?
At 8:30 a.m. I mean, if you need to get at 9 o'clock, we're gonna be here at 8. We're gonna be here at 8:25.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I'll be here without a doubt.
All right, so we'll set a pre-trial date and all those,
I would like to talk to the city attorney too, if I could.
all right, he's on the line. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with him right now.
Thank you.
So I have a date of March, now what I will do also, Counselor, is, I will allow your client as well to pay these reinstatement fees up front. I'm going to waive the reinstatement fees. Did he leave? He jumped in the room already.
Every officer right here for Gillespie, he's standing in for Officer Kelly.
Officer, what?
He's standing in for Officer Kelly.
You gotta speak up. I can't hear.
Officer Kenny, he's standing in for Officer Kenny.
Officer Kenny, is that trial date set today?
For
Yes, sir, at 9 a.m.
Oh, that's under, Road.
Road?
Road.
Gillespie.
Your Honor, I'll be right to the courtroom.
Yeah, I don't understand how he's going. You gotta join that breakout room, speak with that lawyer.
Okay, can you have that officer come to my office?
I'll bring him to you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, we'll let that counselor gets out the breakout room. All right, let's move on.
Breakout room.
Now your lawyer's gonna talk in the breakout room. Give him an opportunity to speak with the city attorney. All right,
Okay,
let's
so-
move on.
Okay,
Just sit tight, please.
okay.
Who's at work?
Mr. Green,
Mr. Green?
Deontay Keith Green.
Mr.
Yeah.
Green, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. I hope everybody's listening to what's going on. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Deontay Keith Green, case number 217-248-771. Appearance for the record, please.
Wesbury Junior, on behalf of Mr. Green, state your full name, Mr. Green.
Deontay Keith Green.
All right, so your client's got one count of operating with open intox driver. I call this a non-offer. The city only offers open intox passenger. And the reason why I call it a non-offer is because they're both alcohol-related misdemeanors. The punishment is going to be exactly the same as far as the fine that I'm going to impose and the 2 points that are going to be on the driver's license. What I can do is I can let you take that deal, open intox passenger, or I can let you see what you can do better at trial. You come back on March the 31st and see if you can do better. It's up to you. I can let you speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room if you need to, or you can, it's up to you, sir. What do you want to do?
Can I talk to Mr. Berry in the breakout room?
Certainly.
Can I get Garrison to get Gillespie's file?
There's, I don't know how.
Exactly.
He's gonna come in.
He wasn't even associated with the case.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but that's up to y'all.
Gillespie.
I didn't see anything on it. I don't see the list.
Oh, I have him on here.
All right.
Give it to me. That was from yesterday, but it's discharged from probation.
You know what? It doesn't matter anyway.
You got to take
Can I
over.
locate the file?
Take.
It's an hour away for a trial.
Oh, never mind. I put it up in a special place in case. Thank you.
Melinda Green, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're here for,
I'm gonna go to trial. I have a 9 o'clock.
Are you Melinda Green or are you Ginier?
I'm Melinda Green.
Why don't I see this?
I know,
You have a hyphenated last name, man?
I'm sorry. No, not hyphenated. Do you need the ticket number? Would that help?
Let's see. Dog got hard.
schedule.
Schedule.
Yes. None.
Okay. You're
It's
up
always
here.
right there in the middle, Your Honor. In the middle of the second page.
It is. Tucked in there.
It's tucked in
In
there. We
between
couldn't
the
see it.
two, in between the two, yeah. All right, we have you now.
Okay.
Everybody that has a trial date, they got a 9 o'clock. You're supposed to be here at 9, and I'm gonna give the officer a half-hour grace period. If the officer doesn't show up at 9:30, then we're gonna start calling those cases. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, Counselor Medina, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. I apologize. I thought my client's matter was scheduled for 9, and now I see it was actually 8:30. I apologize, Your Honor.
No apology necessary. What's your client's name?
Isaac Arias Gonzalez.
And where is Gonzalez?
He should be at my office momentarily, Your Honor. He was coming here.
That's the trial date as well. Okay. We're gonna give the officer a half-hour grace period, so we're gonna start calling those cases at 9 a.m.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Nice to see you.
All right, 9:30, I'm sorry, 9:30 if they don't show. If they do, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the city attorney to discuss the matter.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Very good to see you too. All right, so we'll
Thank
wait
you.
on, Attorney Green, Garrison, Grapevine, now take Keith Green with Mr. Berry.
And also, Your Honor, if Posey, let me see who is it. If Posey, Green Posey shows up.
Posey's here?
She's here.
What about?
She's well, the officer, he's having car trouble, but he did check in with me. He said he might be able to get onto Zoom, but he said he's not 100% sure.
Well, if you can't get on, you can't get on.
Right, that's what I
Shit
told
was
him.
gonna say. Um, 313-918-9046. Who is that?
Mhm.
313-918-9046 on the phone. Who is that?
Hello?
Yeah, on the phone, 313-918-9046. Who is that? All right, well, you don't want to speak.
Hello?
Yeah, ask who you are, ma'am.
Melinda Ginyard.
There's Kenya. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, he asked to reschedule if he can't make it.
Who's that for?
It's for,
Posey Green?
I know, Tony Posey. With the second page.
A bit of a holding pattern here.
Oh, also, just, you know, how the state prosecute Kevin, I don't think they're gonna put that.
No, that's on them.
That's what I was telling, okay, no, the clerk.
That's they said trial dates, then that's on them. All right. Back on the record for Mr. Deontay Keith Green, I've given you an opportunity, sir, to speak with the lawyer in a breakout room. Mr. Berry, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Green would accept the people's offer and enter a plea to open alcohol in a vehicle as a passenger.
Okay. Is that your understanding, sir? You want to take this non-offer or non-deal or whatever you want? You want to take that?
Yes, I'd like to take the deal, Your Honor.
All right. Give me a TikTok. I'm gonna give me a TikTok channel. All right, sir. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Sir, do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer that you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right. Sir, let me draw your attention back to March the 6th, 2021, at around 9:55 p.m. in the area of Greenfield and Schoolcraft, sir, did you have an occasion to come in contact with the Detroit police?
Yes.
All right. Were you driving a motor vehicle on that day, sir?
Yes, sir.
And did you have some alcohol in that vehicle?
Yes, sir. Empty bottle in the back seat.
Go ahead.
An empty bottle in the back seat.
All right. There's going to be a trial date in the matter, Mr. Berry, March 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m. Your client indicates that the bottle was empty. The officer indicates that the bottle was 3/4, was 3/5, or 40% full. When he gets 40%, I don't know, but 3/5 or 40%, whatever he wants to say, full or empty. And with that being said, there's a material issue of fact there. So I cannot accept your plea, sir. I will have you back on March the 31st, 2022. It's probably best anyway, because I don't know why.
Yeah, because they lying. But how can I verify that?
Huh?
How can I verify if they lying or not? Like,
you don't see, that's the thing. You don't have to verify anything. You don't have to say anything. They have the burden of proof and finding you guilty is behind a reasonable doubt. You don't have to say a word, and your silence can't be used against you either.
okay.
All right.
This is a bench trial, Your Honor.
Is it all right? Set it for a bench trial, March 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m. Sir, if there's nothing further, I'll see you back then. You have any other questions, sir?
No.
All right, have a great day.
All right.
Yeah, everything's here. I'm gonna have to come.
I might have.
All right, we're back on the record with Mr. Andre James Garrison. Apparently, there's some sort of negotiation that you've had with the city attorney. We'll give you an opportunity to go over those things and get that information to the client. And what we'll do is have you back on March 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. All right?
Yes, Your Honor. I thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. Have a great day.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
We'll see if the pay is $25.
Oh, and yeah, Mr. Green.
Yes, Your Honor.
What I'll allow your client to do is I'll allow your client to pay the reinstatement fees up front, so that he can potentially get a driver's license.
Right.
That's
So
yeah,
the prosecutor discussed that with me, and that's what I plan on having him do. Can he go out to the courthouse and pay those now? Can he go to the courthouse and pay that, or does he have to go online?
I'm gonna update his file. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to waive late and reinstatement fee for all the civil infractions. So he'll have to pay, I think $245 charges after that, $90. He needs to come down to the window and let the court know that I allowed him to do that. If he has a problem, he can get in contact with the court and we can adjust it. But we haven't had any problems as of late, so. So.
Well, I certainly am grateful, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
Waive the late fees and the reinstatement fees, and it'll be $90.
Yes, I'm waiving the late fees and reinstatement fees for the civil infractions. He'll pay the 2 reinstatement fees. He owes a reinstatement fee on an old case, and then he owes a reinstatement fee on this high EAC case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, you and your client have a very good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it very much.
Eric Dion Green.
Good morning, Judge. I believe my client is present via Zoom.
Is that your client, Mr. McNeil?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Green has appeared via Zoom.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Good morning.
City of Detroit versus Eric Dion Green, case number U60110821. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Judge. Brandon McNeil, P number 81300, appearing on behalf of Mr. Green. We have no objection to appearing via Zoom. Mr. Green, please state your name.
Good morning. My name is Eric Green.
Good morning, Your Honor. This matter is set for pre-trial. We have received the discovery in this matter. I don't know if the court is setting jury trial dates, but that's what we will be requesting if the court is doing so.
Jury trial. Nice.
Okay, so.
Jury trials? What do you know?
Not that I'm aware of, but not still having. Last time I checked.
Your Honor, if the court isn't scheduling jury trial, we can just set it for another pre-trial.
Why don't we set it for a bench trial? With the understanding that your client still has not waived his right to a jury trial, and we can see if we can get it resolved. If he still wants that jury trial, then we can reset it.
I'm sorry, Jed, I was having a hard time hearing you. Did you suggest setting it for a bench trial, and then we could still at that time request a jury trial?
Right, because he hasn't waived his right to a jury trial, so he has the right to a jury trial. We'll set it for a bench trial. That way, if we can get some resolution on that day, the officer will be here, then it's the same difference, you know. If he wants to, however, if he wants to a bench trial on that, if he wants a jury trial on that day, then we'll just have him back for we'll set it for another day. That way we'll get some understanding of a better understanding of what the court is going to do as far as jury trials are concerned.
That sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, there's nothing further. March 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Now let's talk about Mr. Richard Long.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's call the case Mr. City of Detroit versus Richard Long, case number SB 11034666, counts 1 and 2, and SB 6555631. Appearance for the record, please.
No, that's Barry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Long. State your full name, Mr. Long.
Richard Devon Long.
All right, Counselor, Mr. Long was here before. State your date of birth for the record, sir.
February the 22nd, 1975, sir, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Long indicated that these tickets weren't him. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, whether he even needs to show back up or not. Because I don't have a ticket name on. Let me see, Richard Devon Long.
You have Devone.
Right. The 2 tickets I have in your name are closed.
Yeah, what had happened, Your Honor, was I was owed $400, and when I kept trying to get it back, I couldn't get it back. Then when I finally got touch with the man, then he went and talked to you, and he said he gonna send me 200, and then when I'm done with this case, he'll send me I'll get the other 200 because you wanted one of the officers, all the other officers said it wasn't me, but one of them didn't show up, and then he said that you wanted that one officer to see my face so you can have it on record, and then I can get my other money.
I do recollect, this, so apparently what, and I don't know how it happened, Mr. Long came in, let me see if that bond is still here. All right, so there's no bond on the one case. And there's no bond on the other case.
Yeah, and I went and got my license reinstated. All that I didn't have to pay nothing. And then I also had my license red flag, so I don't got to worry about him using my name no more.
The bond was and unfortunately it might not be his name. Your name is his name too.
Right. Exactly.
Too. But
yep.
The bond, all I have is a $250 bond sitting here. That's not sitting here. That was refunded. So there's no bond anymore. What happened to him? I don't know.
Yeah, he sent me out of my 400. Y'all only owed me 400. He sent me the 400, and when I talked to him, and then he said when I get done with this case, he was gonna send the other 200 that was owed to me.
You said you only owed 400, and they sent you the 400.
No, they sent me 200, and he said that that's when he set up this date right here, and he sent me the other 200 from that 400. He said that you said that when I'm done with this right here, that you will send me the other 2. I'm just owed $200 more.
And I don't see the 200 sitting here. What ticket number do you have? Ticket numbers do you have?
I can't remember. Baby, could you help me with this? Because I can't remember because it was so many, and then all the cases was thrown out. But when I couldn't get my money back, that's when the reoccurring of he said that you wanted me to come back on this date and just show my face.
Said that. I don't know who said that.
The what is the man that the person that
we talked to?
Yeah. It's the person that's over the money and that thing. He the Bosman manager or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how he can make that. I don't know how he can make that statement.
I called him several. Tell him this.
And unfortunately, let me see before
It's 4 different ones, Your Honor.
I need case numbers.
You need case.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the last one.
She gonna give you the last. I'm finna give you the last one.
Okay, SP 6555
6555
631.
631.
And that's the one you said is owed the bond on, that they owe you some money on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which one?
And that says.
Well, they got one. Who got one?
That says the bond was refunded, $250.
Oh.
Okay, here's another one.
No, I don't remember. I didn't know about it.
All right.
Here's another.
Talking on the phone. Hold on.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Here's another one, Your Honor.
SP
A1
81 93 631.
631.
Okay. That does have a bond on it.
Yeah, I received all my money. but 200.
Kathleen Batts.
Yeah, that's my wife right here.
All right, that does have a bond on it, so, can we, this case is closed, Ms. Nash. That's SP 819-3631. You put in a refund for that bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, is that all done?
Yeah.
As quick as that, right? The case is closed, so wherever the money goes, it should go to Kathleen Batts, the person that deposited the money. So unfortunately, sir, you're not gonna get the money back. Your wife is.
Right, that's cool. She gonna give it to me.
I don't know about that. I don't know. That's up to her. All right. Have a
Right.
great day.
You too, sir. God
Let me
bless you,
ask
Your Honor.
this. Are you a registered voter, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I hope you and your wife get it to stay in the game if you haven't, or get in the game if you haven't already. We had only an 18% voter turnout in the city of Detroit at the last election. We have to bring those numbers up. We're losing representation drastically, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
Have a
Honor.
great-
You too. Thank you.
All right, have a
God
great
bless.
day.
You too.
God bless.
We have a law by the last name Gonzalez.
I don't see what's on here. I don't have one here. You might have it there. Gutierrez, David Gutierrez.
Oh, yeah, that's him. That's him. Okay, that's the one that, okay, great.
All right, let's go to, we got Mr. Long taken care of. Let's go to Mr. Oliver.
Sure.
All right, we have some officer. Do you have an officer here? Can you unmute yourself, officer?
Yes, sir, officer. I'm around to batch 565.
Okay. Officer Amarantis on Gonzalez.
That's correct, sir.
Medina, Madam Counselor, is that your client?
Yes, Your Honor, he is present at my office. If I would be able to have a breakout room perhaps with the prosecutor and the officer, or
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the officer in a breakout room with Mr. Goss, the city attorney. And then I'm going to, after they speak, I'm gonna allow you an opportunity to speak with the city attorney as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right. That's the only officer that we have. Let's go to Oliver. Coach, oh.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see how well Coach O has listened to what's going on today. And all right. This is the city of Detroit versus Amber Amon Oliver, case number SP 1005123, counts 1 and counts 2. SX 367238422 20397391, counts 1. 16233021. Parents for the record, please.
O.S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Oliver. State your full name, Mr. Oliver.
Anwar Oliver.
So I'm gonna
There's
say
all-
this, sir.
Yes.
You know, those kids out there look for you for advice in not in guiding them on what to do on the football field and really in life. And this goes to everybody. I would suggest that everybody should create a relationship with the lawyer that they trust and keep that relationship, because while you're guiding those kids, what you know about football, because I imagine you played before, I don't know, high school, I'm sure,
Yes.
played on the college level.
No, Your Honor.
All right, but you played on the high school level, you got a love for the game, you know a lot about the game, and that gives you authority enough to guide these young men and possibly some women who want to go out there and beat up on them young men sometimes on the football field and guide them in the right direction. And but I would suggest that everybody affiliate themselves with a lawyer to help them guide them through the legal processes, no matter how mundane that they think that it may be. Because I say that is because you have paid related civil infractions. While I recognize the fact that you said earlier that you want to put a lot of this stuff behind you, a lot of your youthful indiscretions you've done, but you're making amends for those. But unfortunately, you by just going out and paying without the advice of counsel, which I'm assuming that you didn't have, you signed yourself up for points on your driver's license. So far I see 3 points for paying that failure to stop ticket in 2020. I see you paid a limited access 1 to 5. That is not any points, but it is abstractable to the Secretary of State. So they know again that you were caught and you were committed a movement violation, because when you pay it, whether you were actually innocent of that or whether you want to claim innocence of that, as soon as you pay those things, you're automatically admitting the responsibility that you committed that infraction that the officer listed on the face of that ticket. So I say all that to say that we all need some counsel on different things, and I would suggest everybody affiliate themselves with a competent lawyer. We're lucky to have one of the best in our courtroom this morning in order to navigate some of those, sometimes we think are mundane things, but you know, the money up front that you may cost you to hire a lawyer is nothing toward the back end of having like 3 or 4 points on your driver's license and what the insurance company is going to do to you afterward. So with that being said, counselor, I can do a couple of things for your client. I can give him a deal, which is not in this file right now, but we can certainly get the city attorney to write him up a deal. Or I can allow him to pay the reinstatement fees up front. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reinstatement fees, and we can set this matters for a trial, and we can come back on that trial date. And you know, I can let him know the deal today, and I can leave that deal open on the date of trial, so he can't do any worse. He can only do better. And then if you want to talk to the city attorney about seeing what you can do about these infractions that he pled to, I mean, that he pled responsible to see if you can help him out on his driving record, then I'll allow you to do that as well. So it's up to you, sir. You want to speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room? You want to get a deal and get this resolved today, or you want to set it for a trial?
If I get a deal and resolve it today, is that more points added to the ones that I've already pled to?
No, there will be abstractions though to the Secretary of State. So again, the Secretary of State and i.e. probably the insurance company will know again that that these driving issues you're still having issues with those things. So talk to Mr. Berry.
Yeah.
So
Let's talk.
if that's what you really need to do. I keep letting everybody know that he is one of the best, and I'm not saying that to toot his horn at all. I'm saying that to let you know that you got a gentleman there that, like I'm sure you giving good advice to those young men, he's giving the best advice to the people that come in this courtroom. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Join the room, sir. All right, thank you. Good morning to you. All right, who's on the phone at 482-0567?
Hi, Your Honor. That would be me, David Gutierrez.
David who?
Gutierrez, last name Gutierrez.
All right, good morning, Mr. Gutierrez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And you're not on the docket or on my list today, I don't know. All right, who, let's get Miss Green out of here, Melinda. Do that.
Yes.
That's a little low hanging fruit. That's no, knock on you, Miss Green. Where's Miss Green? All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Melinda Siobhan Green, case numbers U60309621. I don't have a city attorney. Where's Miss Green's spot? 2297. Ms. Green, can you state your name for the record, please?
Melinda Siobhan Green.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. Do we have?
I don't think we got a trial. I have they couldn't find a ticket, so I just have it ROA.
Well, let's go with today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there an Officer Carson Hopman? Carson Hopman. I'm hearing no response. In this case, I'll allow Ms. Green to represent herself. Ms. Green, you want to make a motion as it relates to this case?
I would like, since there's no officer present, that we dismiss.
Is Ms. Green a lawyer?
Just a school social worker.
Not just, you throwing down there, I like that. That said it like a true lawyer would. All right, that motion, the officer was supposed to be here at 9 a.m. I give the officer a half-hour grace period. It's now 9:33. Ms. Green, I'm going to grant your motion. I'm going to dismiss the case. No officer, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm
also going to dismiss because there is no actual ticket. I just have an ROA. No actual complaint. All right. It's nothing further. That's a very good job, Ms. Green. I will close this matter out.
Great. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye. All right. Who do we have next? Ginyard. Where's Ginyard?
Yes.
How are you, Miss Ginyard?
Fine, how are you?
Very well. City of Detroit versus Melinda Ginier, case number SP 871127, counts 1 and counts 2. Ms. Ginier, can you state your name for the record?
Melinda Ginyard.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter as well. I have no, you paid your reinstatement fee, you got a driver's license on Ms. Ginyard.
I haven't had a license since '92, but I went and paid the $90 yesterday.
Oh, you just paid it yesterday? Mr. Berry, one of the clients did a very good job of representing themselves, Miss Green. She made a motion, artfully made that motion to dismiss based on no officer. Because I allowed her to represent herself because you were busy in the breakout room, and she did a phenomenal job. I was gonna let Ms. Ginier represent herself too, but now that you're back, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Elwood S. Berry Jr., P28880, on behalf of Ms. Ginyard.
Yes. Today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter. Do we have an officer, Michael Garrison, Officer Michael Garrison, badge number 4185, Detroit Police Department. Michael Garrison, hearing no response, you want to make a motion or is your client?
The motion is for dismissal, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna dismiss the case. No officer. And I'm also gonna waive the warrant fee.
Thank you.
So we're gonna close both of these matters out, ma'am. And you should have clearances here at the 36th District Court.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, we're back on the record with Mr. Anwar Oliver. Mr. Oliver, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what does your client want to do? We need to hear. Let's get an offer from Mr. Oliver first. But I don't know if you can discuss what he wants to do.
Well, yes, Your Honor. We have discussed the matter, of course, and he would avail himself of the court's offer to allow him to pay his reinstatement fees, as well as set this matter for bench trial.
All right. What are we gonna argue? Put your appearance on the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Oliver.
Speaking of the city attorney.
May it please the honorable court, Dr. Loss T60162, we have the city record. Your Honor, if Mr. Oliver comes back with his driver's license, we can just schedule just as a pretrial instead of bringing officers in. Most likely we'd be able to dismiss. No odds. The only thing else would be just the unregistered title, which I don't see here.
All right, he has 3 counts of basically 2 no-ops and 2
license improper.
Improper. So are you saying that you're going to dismiss all the cases as far as no-ops are concerned if he comes back with a driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you hear that? Is that
Yes, sir. I do hear that, Your Honor. With regard to the civil infractions that have been, okay, can we reactivate those and make and involve them in the offer?
Yeah, what we'll do, he has some, so I'm gonna give you the Mr. Oliver's story that he gave, and I don't think he may have not put this on the record, but he told me this off the record. Mr. Oliver AKA Coach O, is got his own football program, coaching with PAL, associated with the PAL League, that's coaching 5 to 14-year-old kids. I asked him whether that was a for-profit adventure or a nonprofit adventure. He indicated that it's a nonprofit venture. He indicated as well, and correct me if I'm wrong, sir, if my memory doesn't recollect right, he indicated to the court that he has, in his past, he's had some issues with driving and things like that, as you can probably see from the record, at least from this record. He's in here to right those wrongs and to correct things. He also had paid some related civil infractions, particularly with the 2039-73911 no ops case. He paid a failure to stop ticket. That ticket was he incurred 3 points on his driver's license for that. He also got a limited access 1 to 5. That was probably no points, but it was abstracted on the SX36723-842 that he paid the related civil infractions, and he paid some related civil infractions for some voter cases that he had. I take it, and I'm assuming, and I think he verified it, that he wasn't represented by counsel and did not fully understand that by paying those tickets, he admitted the responsibility just by paying them, and that he had to accept all the consequences from that. So his motivation with his client, with his attorney's motivation is to try to set those responsible pleas aside and deal with all of this in one broad offer. Correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have no objection to the 2-0 case because that's happened in 2020, and we give that, special consideration for those. But on the SX cases, Your Honor, I have no authority in that matter for those state cases.
I'll exercise my discretion on the SX case, and I will set that one aside. So now we set aside both of those defaulted matters. We've set aside both of those responsible matters. What we'll do, let's clear up those matters now.
Yes.
And then we'll.
Why don't we do anything all at one time, Your Honor?
All right, we'll do it at one time then. We'll set aside the responsible pleas for that, and then you have the ball is in your court now, Mr. Oliver, and you coming down here, making sure you pay those reinstatement fees. That'll get you clearances here at the 36th District Court, and then we'll deal with those other tickets on March 31st, 2021. We'll deal with it all on March 31st, 2021. And then we will, if you have some other things in other jurisdictions, you're gonna have to take care of those before you get a driver's license. So, go ahead.
No, I can come pay those reinstatement fees today. That's the only thing holding me up from getting my driver's license.
All right, so then you should have a valid license when you come back, hopefully. I don't know what, I can't speak for what your driver record looks like and all that, but you'll definitely have clearances here, and then we'll deal with the tickets on March the 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
All right, you understand what your obligation is, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, we'll see you back on March the 31st at 8:30 a.m.
March 31st.
8:30 a.m.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Give me a schedule too. I want to see what your boys out there doing. All right.
Okay. I make sure I got one.
All right.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
All right. That closes that out. Who else has got a trial set? I got Gillespie, who has sitting here on a dismissal, but I think that they didn't decide to show up. Ginyard did we deal with Ginyard already?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Oh, it's right here.
And we dismissed those cases? Yeah.
I think the court has done that.
Yeah, we got that. Gonzalez, we're still waiting on the city attorney to discuss that with you.
And who's the attorney for, oh, Medina's attorney?
Yes, it's me. Hi.
Hi. Do you have my cell number?
No, I don't think I saved it.
Your Honor, can you chat on my cell number?
All right.
The judge is gonna chat you my cell number.
I'll give you a call. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Mr. Boston. Yes, they-
What's the date that's supposed to be?
Look on the back sheet. He said he failed to file on 1/17.
I gotta object to him. No.
Object?
Yeah,
Uh,
judge gave him the date.
I know.
He
Why
failed.
why you think he my favorite,
Right.
your judge? And he don't want to zoom in. He want me to deal with it. That's the problem.
What's wrong with professional courtesy?
Your Honor, you gave him the date
It's wrong.
for the
because
motion to be filed.
He's trying to hide from his
Now-
responsibilities. He
Now,
missed
2
his
weeks
court
later,
date.
he's saying, hey.
I know, but what's up with professional courtesy? You may, you know, it's happened before.
Not for motions, not a motion.
I mean, I'm talking about in my practice, the Wayne County prosecutors, you want to.
No, let me call.
The cases want to be heard on the merits.
Right, but.
I mean, that's what the court, that's what the, so what's wrong with professional courtesy in the.
I have no problem with professional courtesy, but when it's over 2 weeks after the motion was due, you know, and then he says, oh, I forgot, you know, but you know,
Right.
go ahead.
I'm just asking, that's
It's
something you
professional
all.
courtesy, but at the same time,
He
call,
courteous to
talk
us,
to me.
right.
You know, let's have a conversation.
This
Don't
ain't
put
my
Ms. Nash
first
in it.
rodeo.
Well, that's you need to let them know that.
Yeah.
But I did.
And I'll let them know too, but, all right.
Go call and find out if I get a new date from him.
No, he needs to call to talk to me about it.
All right,
Oh, tell him to call you. and
Yeah.
talk.
let's go with, who's on the, Miss Unique, what's your name, ma'am?
Jaquetta Grove, Your Honor.
All right, Jaquetta Grove, all right, let's call the case. City of Detroit versus, Jaquetta Grove, case number 212-855-231 and 212-855-241. Appear for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Ms. Grove. State your full name, Ms. Grove.
Jaquetta Trinity Grove.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for trial. I'm not aware that Officer Valerie has checked in.
Okay.
Sarah, I'm not aware of they checked it either. Any of Ms. Grove's file.
Okay, Judge, hold on, Mr. Brown. Okay. That's the one that called, right? The officer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, let me see. No, that's not it. No, it's not. Okay, disregard it.
All right, this is,
Okay,
today is the date and time
okay.
set for a trial in the matter. The officer was supposed to appear at 9 o'clock. It is now 9:30. It is now 9:49. I give him a half-hour grace period. You did make a motion, didn't you, Counselor?
The motion is for dismissal, Your Honor.
So Ms. Grove dodges a bullet today. I hope there's a lesson to be learned here. If, don't, you don't have to say nothing. If the allegations are true. And really, particularly, I mean, as it relates to both of these allegations, you routinely, how old are you, ma'am?
I'm 39, Your Honor.
39 years old, you routinely see people just discarding their trash in the city and wherever. And it's like you don't want your trash in your car, but we definitely don't want your trash in our city. And then as it relates to the open intox in a motor vehicle driver, it's almost like, I would say in a lot of cases, a gift from the officer that he wrote the ticket in that particular way, because that could probably very easily have been an allegation of DUI, something that's been much more egregious. So 39 years old, I'm not saying that the allegations are true, because we're not hearing the case on its merits because the officer did not show up. But I think at this stage in life, if it is true,
You don't have that receipt.
some kind of major adjustments with you, ma'am. So if it's nothing further, I'm going to dismiss the cases. No officer. You have any questions?
No, thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
All right. All right. All right, so who's on that phone? 4820567.
Hi, Your Honor. This is David Gutierrez.
Yes, okay. Gutierrez. Now, I have Mr. Gutierrez's file here. I did see it. I saw it up here. Okay, here's Gutierrez. Now, where brings Mr. Gutierrez here? Mr. Gutierrez, you had a trial date set for January the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently you didn't appear.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, because I was wondering just the judgment and also.
Oh, let me send you counselor. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I don't think so. You don't need Officer Avion to show up, or it's gonna get the judge.
Well, that's up to Officer Avion.
I got right. It's no
All right, it's the city of Detroit versus David Gutierrez.
Elwood Asbury.
I'm sorry, Mr. Berry. Case number SP 120-31331. Parents, for the record, please.
Elwood Asbury Jr. on behalf of Mr. Gutierrez. State your full name, Mr. Gutierrez.
David Joshua Gutierrez.
All right, where were you, sir? You missed your court date.
Yes, Your Honor. I was trying to log in like I was doing today, and I wasn't able to log in till after the time. And we did speak on that day, and you was letting me know that it was just past my 9 a.m. Appointment that I had hearing.
I don't know. If you're exactly right about that, sir. If you had logged in anytime that day, then we would have called your case. Unless the officer had already left. The officer did show and the officer already left. I don't have a note to say that. Now, the other thing that could have happened is you logged in late and couldn't get in. Maybe logged in the afternoon. And maybe logged in the afternoon and we told you to come. I don't know. Anyway, we'll give him another trial date and try it again, Counselor, if he wants, or he can take the offer. Trial date, March 31, 2022, 9 a.m., sir. Try it again, all right? You got that?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
March 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m.
Can I also interject something?
Yes.
The reason why he came in today was because he was trying to get employment, and the agency is telling him that he had an active warrant. We discussed it a couple of times with him and also the person at that agency.
Yeah.
So
well,
I think he's not able. I know it's a trial, but I mean, in all fairness, he did try to reach out.
No, I understand that. Now, what we can do in that matter, well, obviously, this person is at the agency seems like this person, and I can only surmise that this person is treating an open case as if it's a warrant. There's no warrant. There's just an open allegation. And now whether they don't want to have any open allegations, or whether it's the warrant, I don't know what their policy is. What we can do is we can give you the offer, paying the $240 and dismissing the case today. Or we can set the trial date for sometime in the next 3 weeks, because we need 3 weeks to summons the officer to be here. So if you want to end it today, it'll still be dismissed. It's just going to cost you $240. You want to speak with the lawyer as it relates to that, but you don't have any warrants, sir.
Yes, please, Your Honor. If I
just have an open allegation. All right, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the lawyer. Join that room, sir.
I can't handle it because it's a state charge.
What's this?
Well, on Gonzalez, he has 2 drug charges. One my officer here that I can handle. It's a state charge.
What is the offer, Your Honor?
Just dismiss, it's just in the park after dark, dismiss upon payment of $240.
Okay.
Or set him a trial date in the next 3 weeks. I can get him in here sooner than Mark. He's in the park at closing time, and that is Grove vehicle pass barrier to enter park. And the time on there is 3:46 a.m.
Okay.
It's 2 tickets. Why is it 2? They must have made 2 copies of this.
Oh, yeah, that must be
2 copies of the same ticket. All right.
Yes.
So that's it. All right, who do we have here? I've seen that face before.
Chancellor Gregory.
Yeah. What's going on?
I got another piece of cardboard in the mail. after I talked to you, it
Oh.
got the date for Friday the 28th, but I just got it right now.
Spell the last name Gregory, Georgery.
Gregory.
G R.
E.
Oh, I should know how to spell that. That's my cousin's first name. I should know how to spell it anyway.
Right, that's easy.
Right?
If you can get Spanish.
Thanks, Miss Nash.
You know Spanish, so.
Let's see. Oh, no. GREGORYCHANTINIQUE.
But remember, it's always different on the document, like her name on the screen is different from what's on in the system. So I forget what.
Give me a ticket number.
The ticket number is SP11689451, and it's a OT.
Close.
Yeah. That's a late notice anyway.
Oh, it is. That's what it is. Yes, paper. Let's look it up.
Let's go. See how she spells it is different.
All right, fine. Don't worry about it. Your Honor.
Yes. Hold on a second. Dismiss. Dismiss.
For Gregory?
Dismiss. Dismiss. All of them for Gregory is spelled CHANTENIK.
Yes, sir.
Disregard, Ms. Gregory. Have a great day. If you don't have further
Okay,
questions.
thank you. Have a great one.
You as well. Have a better one.
Your Honor.
Yes, who called my name?
Yes, this is David Gutierrez. I joined the meeting in the break room, but I am still having audio here in the courtroom. It's not going over to the break room. I'm able to see Mr. Berry, but I'm not able to speak. I'm still here in the courtroom.
All right. Dina, counselor. put this on the record. This is the City of Detroit versus Rodney Allen Gillespie, case number U368531116. Appearance for the record, please. Oh, appearance. Mr. Gillespie is supposed to be here at date time set for trial. There is no officer present, but Mr. Gillespie is not present. We're going to show cause him. Give him another court date. All right, Ms. Medina. Okay, officer, I think there's a resolution. Waiting on the attorney to get back into court. All right. My understanding, counselor, is a resolution in this.
Your Honor, yes, but I would also have a motion for the court. Should I bring my client in, Your Honor? Would we be calling the case now?
Yeah, I'm calling the case now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Give me 1 second. He will be with me right behind me momentarily, Your Honor.
All right. This is the City of Detroit versus Isaac Gonzalez, case numbers SP 118222181, U5942382, 212844801. Appearance for the record, please.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Arias Gonzalez.
All right, and officer, can you put your appearance on?
Yes, sir. Officer Amarante, badge 565.
Your Honor, can I come to spell that, please?
Can you spell your name, officer, please?
Yes, sir. First name Lenny, Lenin. Last name Amarante, Amarante, badge 565.
And what department and what precinct?
Detroit Police, 4th Precinct.
Very well. Apparently, there's an offer that has been presented to your client, and that would be pleading to the U-ticket as charged with no objection to 7411, counselor. And with that, we'll dismiss the other two matters.
Your Honor, yes, I do believe that that was the offer with regards to the U ticket and the 7411. My understanding with regards to the other matters is that the officer was not here with regards to the license and the defective equipment, and that the other matter is the state matter. So I'm not sure if it's the people moving to dismiss that or me asking for it to be dismissed based on that.
All right, well, you're going a little bit deeper than I have here. I have a ticket for trial date for a driver's license never acquired, which would be dismissed if he wants to take this deal. And I have a ticket for a formal hearing for some kind of, I think, marijuana act under 21 would be a possession of, what is that? Less than 2.5 ounces or cultivate less than 12 ounces, ages 18 to 20. That would be dismissed as well. And,
okay.
As far as the speeding, I don't see anything as it relates to speeding? I do see a defective equipment
Yeah.
ticket that was paid on, appears to be, December 8th, 2021.
So then we are on the same page, Judge. I did not mean speeding. I meant the defective equipment, and I just confirmed with my client, he did in fact pay that. So we are on
Let's say
the,
the ticket was dismissed, so
oh,
he
okay,
didn't pay it. The case was dismissed, so.
okay,
So we're on
perfect.
free.
Yes, Your Honor, he would like to avail himself of that offer.
All right. Sir, is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
State your name for the record, sir.
Isaac Arias Gonzalez.
All right. All right, sir. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial, sir?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Okay, sir, I'm going to draw your attention back to April the 8th, 2021 at around, what is that? 2:05 p.m. or 2200 hours. I don't know what that is, officer. In the city of Detroit, in the area of Junction, and I don't know what that is either. Officer Amarante,
Yes, sir.
I'm having a hard time with your handwriting. I see Junction and what street is that?
That's gonna be for Rachel.
For Rachel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Junction and Horatio, did you have an occasion to come encounter with the Detroit police officer, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, sir.
And on that day, in time, did you have, were you in possession of a controlled substance, one with the street name of mushroom?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't have lawful authority to carry those mushrooms, did you?
No, sir.
Those mushrooms weren't prescribed to you by a licensed physician, were they?
No, sir.
All right. Are you satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. I'm satisfied. I am going to find you guilty as charged of the offense of possession of, let me see, what is that? All right, see, this is why I don't proceed on ROAs. Because the ROA indicates something totally different than what the ticket indicates. I'm going to find you guilty as charged to possession, sale, offering for sale, distributing, administering, dispensing, prescribing, or giving away a prohibited general. I'm going to find you guilty as charged to possession of the mushrooms, sir. find you guilty of possession of that as indicated in ticket. Ticket was written under Muni Code 31-9-2, and that is the code for possession. I did say that punishment would be 93 days. I want to note that I want to make sure I give you the proper punishment, mandatory punishment in this case. And I do not see that here. Counselor, do you know if this is a 1-year offense?
Your Honor, my understanding was that it was a 93-day, but that was my understanding. I was unfamiliar with the code, and then I just wanted to clarify that it was the possession code for it because of the 7411 option. But I can look here.
It is the possession code. It says it shall be unlawful for any person to possess, sell, offer for sale, distribute, administer, dispense, prescribe, or give away any controlled substance for which the unlawful possession, sale, offer for sale, distribution, administration, dispensation, prescription, or giving away is punishable by imprisonment for not more than 1 year under any of the provisions contained within Part 74 of the Michigan Public Health Code, being MCL 333.7401 through MCL 333.7461, provided that this division shall not be construed to prohibit the possession, sale, offer for sale, distribution, administration, dispensation, or prescription of any controlled substance or its derivative in accordance with this division.
So yes, Your Honor, it would seem to be a 1 year. I just am hopeful that a 7411 is an option, given the fact that it goes into possession and or.
All right, so I'm gonna correct the record and say this bench is punishable by up to 1 year in prison, sir. And you need to know that because this is taken under a delayed sentence, and the offer was a 6-month delay. And I'm gonna grant your attorneys the work your attorney did negotiate the 7411 for you, but if there's another offense, you're subject to lose that 7411, and then you'll be subject to up to confinement, anywhere from up to confinement of 1 year, sir. So you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you still want to take this deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. With that being said, I'm going to accept that offer. I'm going to delay sentence under 7411 for the U ticket with stipulation of probable cause. Counsel, I'm going to dismiss the other 2 matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
I'm going to waive the warrant, Chief.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'm gonna fine your client $240. When can your client pay that?
You can pay that today, Your Honor.
All right. It's a 6-month delay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out. Let's put it out 30 days. Let's put it out 90 days, May 2nd. And we'll entertain any motions based on your client's performance at that time.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. And so just to confirm, you did grant the 7411, not a 771 or any other delayed sentence, just making sure, because I want to be able to inform my client that technically, as long as he does what he needs to do, this conviction should never be on his record.
Correct, correct.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and we dismiss the other 2 matters and we'll have a review date. Make sure you pay that like your counsel represented that as soon as possible. And you can put this behind you and then we'll come back on May the 2nd and we'll figure out what to do on that at that date.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Attorney Medina, this is court reporter. Can I get your first name once again?
Oh, yes, it is Crystal, Krystle, super non-logical spelling, but Krystle.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Judge, and to your staff as well.
Thank you. Have a very good day. Be
You as well.
Have a very good day, Mr. Gonzalez.
Thank you.
All right. Now we're waiting on the last but not least, Mr. Gutierrez. He's not here. Gutierrez is spelled Gutierrez. David Gutierrez. That's how it's printed on the ticket at least. March 31st, we set it for a trial, but he's in the breakout room. Are we on the record? Did we make a record for him?
Yes, Your Honor.
We called the case with.
Yep, SP 1203131.
Good, yeah, all right. All right. Mr. Gutierrez, and you are done, huh?
You could say that, yes, Your Honor.
long spirited conversation over one, in the park ticket. Okay, we're back on the record with Mr. David Gutierrez. I've given you an opportunity to speak, at length with, the defense counsel, Mr. Gutierrez. Mr. Barry, what does your client want to do? I gave him an offer of setting a earlier trial date. We'll give it 3 weeks out, so give him time to notify the officer or taking a plea. And that would include paying the $240 fine, and I would dismiss upon payment. What does your client want to do?
Set the matter for trial, Your Honor, bench trial.
Okay. And is the 31st date good for you, Mr. Gutierrez, or you want something earlier? Mr. Gutierrez, can you hear me? Oh, I gotta bring him out.
You seem to be here.
No. All right, Mr. Gutierrez, did you hear what we said or no? You didn't hear anything we said.
No, Your Honor, no, I did not.
I've given you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Barry, defense lawyer in the breakout room, at length. I gave you an option of, setting a trial date. I said that I would give you an earlier trial date if necessary, if you want to clear this up quicker. But right now, the trial date is March 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m. I also said that you can plead, pay $240. I'll dismiss the case after you make that payment. You and your attorney indicated that you wanted to set a trial date in the matter. Was that the understanding of the court?
Yes, Your Honor, I do not have the funding currently.
All right. So let's set a trial date. And do you need you want to set it, you probably want to set it sooner rather than later, huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Dante Lawson, you have people. If Mr. Gutierrez is just having an issue with funding, and if he's going to actually end up taking the plea at the time, I prefer to give him an opportunity, a longer time to make payment, other than bringing in an offer.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to the court. Whatever Mr. Gutierrez's reason for setting a trial date is his reason.
I was going to give him the option, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, and that option will be there basically on the date of trial too. And you know, is the In the Park After Dark ticket.
Where was that ticket located?
This ticket was located at West Grand Boulevard and Jefferson Avenue.
That's 4th?
That's the 4th precinct.
You want to put that on the committee document?
No, not necessarily. We got him here. His last name is G. We'll have him here anyway.
So if he didn't have the money, he could do it.
I understand that.
I was trying to give him options.
I got that. That, you know, it's up to Mr. Barry and Mr. Gutierrez had opportunity to speak. And whatever reasoning or whatever really reasoning, he doesn't have to explain to the court why he wants a trial date.
That's correct, Your Honor. I was just giving him options, Your Honor.
Okay.
If that was his, he made the statement, so I was giving him options for that, Your Honor.
All right, you want to speak, Mr. Barry?
Okay, so.
Speak to.
What?
I have nothing to add, Your Honor. We went over this matter right exhaustively.
All right, so let's see if we can get him in here sooner rather than later.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's today's date? February 1st. We won't be able to get him in here until March the March the 1st. March 1st, 2022 at 9 a.m. trial date, sir.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, have a great day.
You have a blessed day too as well.
All right, thank you. All right, if there's nothing further, you're free to leave, sir. I'll see you back on March the 3rd, 2022 at 9 a.m. Don't miss it this time. I think you missed the bus last time. You probably could. Yeah, I don't think the officer showed up last time, so I don't know if the officer, you gave him another bite at the apple. So I don't know if he's gonna show up again or not.
Okay.
All right, have a great day.
Mr. Goss, who's in courtroom 440?
I'm sorry, what was that date?
March the 1st.
Robbins? Thanks. Okay, Jerry Brown. So that was-
Okay, if there's nothing further, that will conclude the morning.
Get the same number?
Always a privilege, Your Honor. Ms. Law,
Always is, Mr. Barry.
take care, sir.
Have a good
We'll
one.
see you.